Alright, we good?
We are good because we are
Should I look
finally
at the camera?
recording after 3 weeks of trial and. Alright,
Alright.
dude, we're here.
Well, welcome everybody. This is Out of the Gate. I'm Justin.
I'm Max Forston.
And it's kind of the pilot episode, so we're
Yeah.
going to talk a little bit, see what's going on.
We want to go ahead and take it right out the gate and say we don't know what this is about.
Just going for it here.
We decided to go ahead and tell you all this is about nothing. It took Seinfeld 9 seasons, so we would like to see how long it would take us. And if you know what it's about, or you have a good idea what it's about, better than what we come up with, then please tell us, because this is just a project that I wanted to do, and he was just he's in
Down
on it.
for it. We're good?
He's not a sidekick at all. I want to make that I want to make that clear.
I'm just a
Even though-
special guest.
Even though that we bounce off each other, I want to make that clear. Like this was both of our ideas. I just decided that if we are going to go for it, let's just go for it. So everything in here was it was all planned out within a week to months, because already everything in here right now, minus the TV and the tables, everything in here, and I guess my computer too, but
Right.
everything in here, I thought, we're going to do a podcast. It's only going to, we only need 2 microphones, and
Right.
no,
We need a lot more.
well, and it's not that, it's just they make the process of trying to get it on like iTunes or podcast and Spotify so freaking hard, because you gotta write like an essay and tell you what it's about. And I know how to work YouTube, and I'd rather go that route than
Try to learn
for
something
free,
else.
because I don't know if that even costs money. I haven't really done my research on that either, but I feel like if we do this on YouTube, we can probably build more of a relationship with the audience, because they can see us, and if we feel like, because me and him also have ideas that we want to go ahead and do, like remotes, meaning like a city tour of like Boonville,
almost more like a vlog.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, kind of like a Tonight Show setting, or just things like that. It's not gonna be, we're just gonna go out and do this. No, not really.
Right.
We want to make sure everything is planned, and we're just not gonna go out and just wing it.
Willy nilly, yeah.
Yeah,
We only wing it when
we
we're
ain't gonna
sitting
go
here.
out there blind, really.
I want to make it clear that we're really not doing this for any kind of monetary thing.
Yeah,
We're just doing it for fun.
It's literally for fun, curiosity. 'Cause we're just funny together,
We're
and
good.
so we're like, you know
Good.
what? Let's take that entertainment and see what the public thinks. But remotes are not going to be the only thing. I'm just looking at ideas that we've come up here in the last week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Couple.
We like to have fun. We don't just like talking, even though that's what you come for.
We do talk a lot, though.
Yes, we do. Especially me. I've been told this, but we want to do games and stuff, and we'll like I said, this is a pilot, so we won't really do any of that today necessarily. But anything to improve this show, please. Don't be afraid to say.
Give it to us.
Give it to us. Like, there's a lot of room for improvement.
Start at the bottom. You can only go up.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this tablecloth didn't even start till yesterday. So
newest addition to the podcast.
yeah, this. I don't think this before this. I don't think you could have seen any redneck Rednecker.
Any more rednecker?
Yeah.
Redder necked.
Yeah. Yeah. Way of doing this. I mean, literally, we've got a random office chair and 2 fold-up tables and a TV that just so happened that my grandpa didn't want. So
You know, I think I have the same TV at my house.
Oh, really?
I was confused. I was like, did I give that to Max at some point?
Oh, man.
So, I guess we'll tell you all a little bit about ourselves.
Yeah, go
and why
ahead.
we're doing this podcast. Like I said, I'm Justin. That's Max. Are we saying our ages?
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
cool.
I mean,
Well, we're 21. We live in Southern Indiana, and we've been best friends for.
I will say this right now. When you ask us what we are to each other,
We're brothers.
Yeah, I mean, that's the closest thing we can say, but really, I'd never have an answer for that because
Yeah.
we've
It's
literally been together since birth, for
Were
sure.
you a year old when our? Cause
No.
our moms are best friends.
Yeah.
So we always were together. When
From
we were
what I
younger.
was told, we met when I was like 9 months or something.
Yeah, so I was like
You were only 3 months
3,
old,
4
I think.
months old, like
yeah.
babies.
Yeah.
So we grew up together, lived in the same town all our lives,
Yep. And
did everything together.
Yeah. And this was us
A couple years back,
3 years ago.
2, 3, yeah.
And this is literally the best picture I could find of us. Otherwise, I mean, I think
Of just us at least.
yeah. I
We
mean, the
could use
next
baby pictures.
yeah, the next best thing I saw was us with Holodog, and then us with Chuck E. Cheese, and I had a broken arm, and
We could use the one where we're younger, we're like really young,
okay.
and you got the sippy cup.
Oh yeah. I need to. We're gonna try. I'll
We'll
try
have
to
to
bring
change
some
that
of this
picture
up.
up.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Hopefully, I can get a slideshow going whenever we do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is all. This is it. I mean, did we miss anything before
Nothing really.
I
No
mean-
introduction stuff.
introductions? This be the segment of hot topics because we're out of the gate. So we want to start like we'll go.
We'll start off with something really hot and current.
We'll be like,
And then move
I'm
from
Max,
that.
Justin, and so here are the hot topics for this week. So I mean, like, and then that's how this is gonna go. And then, but really, I don't think we would actually need hot topics for this week because
Nope, because we're the hot topics.
yeah, that's right,
Didn't you hear this new podcast
This-
come
yeah.
up?
absolutely. But I'm excited. You never know how things like this are gonna go. And what I've read, I've done a lot of research, but from what I read, is a lot of starting podcasts or shows don't reach don't go over that. They call it the 7-episode hump. And it's because they literally like either burn out at set or like 6 or 7 episodes, or they just do not grab an audience at all. And that's hopefully we make it over.
Well, I tell you that we'll go at least 8 and then quit at 8.
Okay,
That way we can say we made it over.
Yeah, we made it over. Yes, and then our destinies will be fulfilled.
All I've ever wanted in life.
Yeah.
So you got a question for me?
Oh, all right. So we would do hot topics, and we'll go to nerd out. I mean, so the question was,
We're both pretty nerdy people.
we are
watch a lot of shows
that's
and
the thing.
movies
We
and
may
stuff.
dress country, but we like Star Wars, Doctor Who, Rick and Morty,
Marvel stuff.
Marvel. Yeah. So
Yeah.
well, somewhat of a DC, but it's not like
No.
he doesn't have 50 posters all around his room with DC on it.
Not anymore. They're all rolled up in the closet.
So here's my question: is between these characters, who would pick up the most women? And when I say that, I mean pick up and go out on a date, not
Okay.
go the 100 yards. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sleeping with them. I mean
Okay.
pick up for a date. Joey Tribbiani from Friends.
Okay.
Zach Martin from Sweet Life on Deck. Not Sweet Life.
Not Sweet Life.
But Sweet Life on Deck.
Okay, gotta be the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
we gotta have
Sweet
these
Life.
characters on. These characters have to be in their prime too. So.
I don't know. I think the one from Sweet Life, the original one, would get some girls.
Yeah, because he sure did. Drake Parker from Drake and Josh. Barney.
I thought it was Drake Bell.
Drake Bell. Oh, yeah. No, it's Drake Parker. Drake Bell is the actual actor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And that's common, though. I mean,
You have that.
Yeah.
Same name.
Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. Or, I don't know. And see, the reason I texted you this, but the last person that I have in mind, I don't know if you've ever watched the show, but it would be Fonzarelli from Happy Days.
I have seen like 2 episodes of Happy Days.
Okay. But, so...
But I know the Fonz.
Okay.
His reputation precedes him.
So that's what I would like to know is, like, who do you think? And I have an argument already. My brother I've already ran this by him because he's just like me. He likes to watch TV, and he's already given me his answer. And
Okay, so who's picking them up and taking them on dates?
yes, dates
Multiple
only.
dates?
Yes.
Are we taking them on
I'm
one
talking
date,
like-
or are we keeping a relationship?
No, one date.
One date.
Yeah. All of them people that I just named off ain't going on a
Okay,
second date.
yeah, okay.
Maybe Zach Martin might be the only one.
I'm gonna say, and I got a reason for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Drake.
Really?
Yes.
I was not expecting you to say that.
He really is my second pick, but my number 1 pick would be Barney, but he won't go on dates. I think he would get the most if he wanted to go on just dates. But
Okay.
I think because he wouldn't, then I'm going to rule him out. I'm going to go with Drake. Final answer.
Okay. So that's your reasoning.
That's my reasoning. What's your answer?
Mine would either be it's a close one.
Mhm.
And it would be Zach Martin.
Okay.
And I'll give you the reason.
Okay.
And yes, I understand. For the people who know Happy Days, Fonzarelli,
Yeah.
girls will come to him with a snap of his finger. Yes. But did he take him out on a date? He never, ever, not to my knowledge, and I will say this, I have not watched that in years. We used to watch it every night back in, 13 when it was on actual they do reruns.
Right.
But you've never seen him out on a date. You see him talk about girls, but
Right.
you never. But they'd all come to him. But Zach Martin is my pick, and I love that Joey because it seemed like almost every episode he was on a date or about to go.
Right.
But my reasoning for Zach Martin is there is an episode towards the end of the whole series to where he is trying to go out with this girl, but they do a true and the Truth or Dare. That's what it was. And this girl, he's trying to either, I can't remember if he was going out with her by this time or not, but she asks him, how many girls have you been out with? And literally, and that is the exact start of the show.
Right.
And back then, these were 30-minute shows.
Right.
He spent the whole show naming off girls, starting with the letter A. He didn't even go into the B's. and that's when it was so funny.
This episode.
Oh my gosh. And that's why I would say it would be him, because he not only did he pick up, and they even say this, he picked up every girl on that ship and around the world, but then he actually ended up cycling around before he got to the girlfriend at the end of the series. So that's why I think Zach Martin would win, but Barney, you know,
if it wasn't dates, if it was women he's taking home,
if it wasn't dates and taking home, oh my gosh, I guarantee
easy to be Barney.
Yeah, and a close second would be Joey for sure.
Yeah,
but
for sure. But I mean, I don't think there's much competition there really. So I'm curious, what'd your brother say?
He said the funds, but he really said I forgot how he said it. He honestly went
He's
with
smarter
Barney.
than we are.
Yeah, he actually went to college.
We're factory workers.
Yeah, we're factory workers, and here he is working at a Ford Center, watching the concerts and get paid. Like, yeah.
So he said ultimately Barney.
Yeah, ultimately Barney, and which it is a good, but at the same time he actually only had 200. They actually gave him.
There's more than 200.
More than 200.
They just made a big deal out of this 200. Because there was the episode where Barney and Marshall are mad at each other, and Barney's talking to this girl, and Marshall goes to mess him up, and he goes up to him and goes, "Oh, congratulations! You're about to be the 250th, 280th, something like that girl that Barney's been with." So there's been more than 200.
There's been more, yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
But as of dating and a relationship, I think Barney would lose because I think he only had one girl. Or actually, he had two. Two.
Quinn.
Oh, so Quinn. 3, and then
Quinn, Robin,
and she played laser tag with him though. I can't.
Oh, Nora.
Yes, thank you.
I completely.
I was like,
yeah, I know what you were gonna say.
I was like,
I know what you were gonna say.
I mean, but yeah, that was my question of. I just thought, and there's another thing I want to do.
Okay.
And we'll need help from the audience. And you know, this may take
right
4 seasons on its or 4 seasons, 4 episodes,
seasons.
4 seasons. That'd be awesome. But 4 episodes
6 seasons in a movie
at least. And so here's the next one that I want you to think about: rock bands, AC/DC.
Right.
I mean,
like
70s, 80s,
like Kiss,
and maybe 90s, and a little bit in up until probably 2003, because you got like Green Day,
right?
Or,
you want to call them that?
Yeah,
I know what Nirvana, stuff like that.
Three Doors Down. Yeah. I want to come up with a bracket. All right.
Oh, okay. A rock band's bracket.
Okay. But and this is not a battle of the. This is a battle of the bands, but it's not the battle of the bands. I mean, fist fight. Like who would win in a fist fight?
Okay.
Like a good one would be Eagles and AC/DC. Like who would win in that?
Like who would win fist fight?
I would like do that, and then like after we do that, have them vote like who would do it.
Right off the bat, I'm gonna say Def Leppard.
Oh yeah,
because no one's gonna beat up a cripple.
Oh my
They'll
goodness!
Feel bad.
Oh. Gosh. But yeah, that's the idea I want to go with. That's the idea I want to go up with because that's pretty fun, just to see who would vote. You know,
yeah.
Leonard Skinner going up against
John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be good. I'd like that.
And then after that, we can go country singer. That one would be interesting. Would be the country singers one.
Yeah.
I think we can take that one at least.
We can do a pretty big
eight episodes if we make it to that. But,
yeah.
That itself, I mean, we can go week by week and see how.
Yeah, just have like an update, a weekly update.
Yeah,
who won?
Like, who's the ultimate champion? I know it's been a pretty tough week for you.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, I guess for both of us to think about it, but
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on in the world, and knowing our job, there's a lot of stress that go into our jobs, and it's not necessarily the job; it's the people.
The people.
But and sometimes, knowing us, we're not the kind of people that just like express what we feel. Well, okay,
Not at work.
Not
at work.
So there's a lot of built up, and I'll see something on TV and be like, why? And
Yeah.
so I didn't know if this would be the segment that we would have, and it's called Vent, or
Right.
anything you would want to do, a rant, or
Right.
So is there anything going on that you would ultimately want to
People-wise.
vent? Or it doesn't necessarily have to be about work. I mean, it just has to be something that showed up on the news, or
You know what? I'll tell you what I'll vent about, and it is about work.
oh, really? Okay.
This stupid vaccine thing.
Oh, okay.
I know they haven't made any official decision or whatever, but I'd say that if they don't give both options, if you guys don't know, President Biden
Yeah.
is trying to sign a bill or a mandate where companies with more than 100 people, either they all need to be vaccinated or tested weekly. And I was under the impression that our job was going to give us a choice between the two,
Yeah.
but it almost seems like they're going to do one or the
So,
other now,
Yeah, that
is what I'm hearing from other people.
Yeah.
And they're going to lose a lot of people if they do.
Yeah, they really will. And that's a lot of they weren't really clear, but that is actually how that's supposed to go.
Right.
That's what Biden said. Like, you either got to be tested weekly or vaccinated. But it's the company that we work for who says no. From what we got, because all they do is to send us a video, and it's not that good of a quality. So, it's a factory, and it's
can't
loud.
ask questions.
Yeah, you can't ask questions.
It's a
So
video.
they just try to get their point across, and they do a poor job of doing it. So the question is up in the air is, did they mean that, or are they doing one or the other? It's a huge question right now, and
I think it'd be pretty stupid.
Ultimately, it will not only hurt them, it would hurt people too, because
A lot of people.
Just staffing right now is already hurting.
Atrocious.
Yeah, it's because
everybody's staffing is like
everybody's
no matter where you work in the U.S. right now, nobody has good staffing.
I don't think especially here in Boonville, I don't think there's a business that doesn't have a hire sign.
Yeah,
and that's the thing too, that I'm so it blows my mind that people are more willing to I guess it's gonna be my rant now.
All right,
because you've already got me fired up on it. That more people would rather take the chance on making money off of unemployment.
Yeah,
And at the same time, yes, I understand that it's a lot right now.
Yeah,
Compared to some other jobs, but you have to understand right now this economy and every business. I don't think I've seen a minimum wage offer since last year.
Yeah, I don't.
Everybody's paying at least
minimum wage.
Yeah, I think everybody's paying at least over $11 now,
Yeah.
which 2 years ago had been great, but
yeah. And they're all
it just
also
seems like
offering
nobody
sign-on
wants.
bonuses.
Yeah, and no one wants to do that. McDonald's was doing $1,500 sign-on bonus.
Yeah,
McDonald's,
just ridiculous.
I mean, and no one took it.
No, because if people can be lazy and sit on their butts, that's what they're going to do.
And not knowing that that's what we're doing. I mean, we're going to go to a job tomorrow,
sadly.
This is Sunday,
Yeah, we're
so
recording on Sunday. Is this coming out on Sunday?
I don't know yet.
Or
Just
I figure
depends.
we probably get it out Mondays.
I'll send out everything, but
Okay.
yeah, and it's just literally I had a coworker about a month younger than I am. I test drive.
Right.
I mean,
Like, yeah.
there you can't get any easier than that. I mean, other than what you do, because you don't really do nothing. Anyways, and
The
so
only laborers in the whole plant.
yeah. But she had it to where she was on days
Mhm.
and literally could do whatever she wanted because my job ain't gonna fire nobody right now.
No.
They really aren't. They're gonna
No,
be,
they're not.
and they're extending the plant. They're expecting 1,400 people. That's not gonna, and that's not even counting on retirement people
Right,
who are
people
gonna retire in the
retiring.
next 2 years.
That's going to be a lot of people, too.
Yeah, and I've been told it's over 2,500 that they're going to
Right.
need. So with them, I guarantee it had to be really extreme for them to fire people right now. But
Oh, trust me. I've seen it. It's got to be extreme.
yeah, I mean, but and then they gave us this raise, and she still ended up quitting. I'm like, why are you doing that? And yes, she lived down in Kentucky, so it was about an hour away. But
That ain't too
half
much
the
farther
people,
than
half the
us.
people in that plant are from Illinois and Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I even know somebody who's driving 2 hours to work, which
Right. That'd be
I
ridiculous.
understand that you need the money, but 2 hours.
That's ridiculous.
You count that up coming out of a 10-hour workday. You spent 2 hours going there and 2 hours back. That's 14 hours.
14 hours.
That is
and you
not-
better be driving a Prius.
Yeah, no kidding. But that I can understand, but she's not that far off from us.
No, right.
And she would rather take a chance of getting a job that would not require her to come into work
Right.
and collect who knows how much. I'm going to say I think the most that you can get right now for most of the jobs that require you to stay home right now
Right.
is if you're willing to take a chance on something that is not really paying that much. I think it was only like $13 an hour is like the most you can make at home right now. I could be wrong,
We're very ignorant about most things we pretend we're not ignorant about.
but I'm coming off of what I've been told.
Right.
And I get it. Yeah, it's cool to stay home, but
But, I mean,
do you really want to stay home? Like,
shoot, my dogs would annoy me to death.
oh my gosh. I mean, being in my house during COVID, because I did catch COVID, didn't really
While
get
he was
anything.
living with me.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it.
Yeah, so my dad got it. That's another thing. Anyways, back to what I was saying. We'll go into that here in a second. Before I lose this spark that's flying in the air right now. It's just, I can't. Our parents would beat us. It wouldn't even be our parents. It would be, everybody would call you an idiot 2 years ago if you tried to do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And try to live off of unemployment. Wouldn't even be non-existent.
No.
It would be non-existent. I mean, you might as well just go ahead and
Right.
get yourself a tent and just
Right.
try and live off that for the rest of your life.
Live
But,
off the land.
yeah. It's just weird of how COVID has really impacted not only the economy but the world and the way of how everybody thinks and now we're getting to the point to where it blows my mind that this country has gotten to the point to where we literally have to try and make things law to make us get things.
Yeah.
How that is happening yet.
It's stupid and insane. And I think the whole push for the vaccine is less about the vaccine and more about control.
It really is. I mean,
They want to see how much they can control.
yeah, I don't think I've seen the government. I know we're 21, but at the same time, I know my history, and I don't.
21-year-olds in our area is a lot different than 21-year-olds in another area.
That's very true.
We've lived more life than a lot of 21-year-olds.
Yeah, especially us. Yeah. But if you look at the history, I don't think this government has tried so hard to gain
Power.
power. Well,
yeah.
gain power for your theorists out there. Gain power in broad daylight, I guess is what I should say.
Yeah, they're not.
Now, I
hiding.
can see them doing it secretly, but
Right.
I mean, they are
We
just
all know
like,
that's
they
happening. They're
don't
blatant.
care. I mean, they are just like, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It was more like, again, for your theorists out there, if they wanted to control you, they would throw a smoke screen at you and be like, "Oh, but here's this." Like,
Right. But
they are
they're
not
just being blatant about
yeah,
it.
they are not subtle about
Which
it.
is kind of terrifying.
It really is, and I don't know. It's we just supposedly did we end that war with Afghanistan or the
We pulled a lot of our troops.
we did, but I don't know. That's what I'm asking though. Is like, did we officially declare like the war is over, or
Yes, but then we left a bunch of people and stuff there
okay? So
because we're stupid.
and so that's another thing too. It's just like I can't believe that our government has even allowed that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm totally glad that we're done with this war, but at the same time, it's kind of like, what happened after 20
Right.
years?
Yeah.
Usually when a war ends, there's a reason, and so far we haven't had that reason explained to us yet. I mean, 9/11's what started it, and for us to just end it in September
Yeah.
is
Little
weird, and I don't know if that was coincidental or just there's something going on.
I don't know. People love their anniversaries and stuff. So I'm a little. I was at least a little bit irked about what might happen this September, but
Yeah, I mean,
guess
really,
so far we're doing good.
We're
Fingers
not out of the
crossed.
woods yet. I mean, we still have
Couple of days.
we still have about 4 days, 5 days. But yeah, I mean, just the amount of them wanting control is, and knowing our generation, how verbal that our generation has been.
Yes, very.
No one's saying anything.
No.
Everybody is just, yeah, all right, I agree. Like,
Yeah.
what happened to? No, I think we deserve an explanation. Like, what's the? We want a little bit more facts,
They're a
but
little
no,
too trusting.
everybody's just like jumped on the bandwagon and like,
Yeah.
I'll do what you'll say, and we trust you, which
Not.
I don't
me.
understand. Is
Not
the
me.
trust in this government so far is just?
Way too big.
I mean, it almost seems like flip of the light switch.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah. Everyone knows America was founded because we hated the government. And
Yeah.
now everybody loves the government.
Yeah, I mean,
Little odd.
but overall, I'm glad that we focused on one thing and completely got away from the other. I don't know if you understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Because that was getting annoying, and I don't like how the media is really taken over on how everybody thinks now, and that people haven't caught on to that.
Right.
And that's another thing with this vaccine. I think I think it's a placebo. To be honest with you, and it's a way of
Yeah, just tricking people into.
tricking people. Because I literally I'm gonna say this over the air because I think we're okay with it. I don't think I'll get fined for it.
Say it.
But I don't have an immune system. I really don't.
Oh, yeah.
if he was to have a cold, my body will take that and multiply it by 10, and I'll instantly get pneumonia within 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's happened.
It's not uncommon for him to be in the hospital.
It really isn't. And for me to catch this, and I would like to know how they would know if it's Delta or the original.
Yeah, I don't know
I
if
would
there's
really
a
would
test
like
that can tell if it's
Yeah.
Delta or the original or not.
I would like to know which one I had, because literally I had 1 day of feeling bad. And I mean, literally my arm felt like it was broken again, and my legs felt like they were broke. And I was coughing.
Right.
Coughing, headaches, and fever were the only things I had, and really that's normal.
Not
So
too
it didn't
bad.
really affect me as much,
Right.
but I didn't see any problem with it. And it's mind blowing that someone like me who caught it is didn't really get anything severe out of it.
Right.
A lot of people make fun of me for it, but I know the exact. I've narrowed it down to the exact hour that I had lost my sense of smell and gained it back. I lost it for 5 hours and gained it back. And the reason I know this is because it was a weird thing. I mean,
you can't smell.
I can't smell. I'm literally like,
you notice that.
as soon as I woke up, I was like, all right, I didn't eat supper the night before, so I'm like, I wonder what Mom made. So, yes, I still live with my parents, by the way, and it's going to continue that way until this whole housing
situated.
Yeah,
It's
everything's like $200,000, and I'm like, I don't have that. Anyways, but I go upstairs, I'm like, oh, there's meat down there. I wonder if that's taco meat or like sloppy Joe meat.
Right.
And I'm like, you gotta smell everything you eat. You got to.
Obviously.
And I'm like that. I'm like, what? I literally stuck my nose in it because it's my family.
Who cares?
They don't care. And I don't even think they ended up eating it anyways. I think it's still in the refrigerator right now, to be honest with you.
It might be time to throw that out.
Might be in the back collecting mold or whatever. I stuck my nose and I was like, it wasn't not smelling was weird. It was not smelling and having a clear sign.
Right.
That's weird.
Right.
My nose gets clogged.
Yeah.
We have big noses. We're not afraid
big
to
old
admit
noses.
it. Yeah.
Got lots of allergies.
Yeah.
I can't smell ever.
Yeah.
My nose is also always stopped.
And that's what was weird. Is like I was like, wow, I can't smell anything. I was literally like grabbing candles while they were lit, burning my nose. I'm like, this is awesome. Like a lot of people say, oh man, it sucked. And I like to eat. My family likes to eat. My dad had it. And
he still can't taste. I just saw him earlier.
Oh,
he said he had a bag of Grippos in the car.
Oh, really?
And he said, I can kind of taste these, but they're Grippos, so of course you can.
Well, and so that's the thing. Like, I never lost my taste, and I was actually kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, you're like, man, I'll eat healthy for once.
I mean, you lose that stuff, and you're just like, dude, there's nothing stopping me from doing whatever I want now. Because, like, alcohol is not... I'm not a big alcohol person. I'm really not. And it's just because I like to taste things. But... and I don't like the taste of beer and alcohol. I really don't. And that's why I don't drink. People wonder why. Fair. Yeah, and so I guarantee you... I'd go crazy. Just like... that's what it's like.
Might as well while I can.
But I only lost my smell for about 5 hours. The only reason I know the exact hour is because I checked every 2. And it slowly came about. I think after the second time of going around and smelling things, right. I actually started... It's like
so it came back gradually.
Yeah, it was like... It's weird. It was like the back of the... Like, I don't know, the back of your nostril or whatever. It was like back there is when it started.
Right.
But I found it pretty interesting. I wish I could
was
have lost
pretty
smell for or taste for a little bit.
Just to see what it's like.
See
I'm
what it's like.
curious. I'm
I mean,
curious because everybody else has
I'm gonna
had
say
it that
this.
I've been around has
It's
lost
because
it.
I'm gonna say this, and it's because I want to be funny, and not because it's funny. It's because it is true. And and you can call me a freak, but if
You're a
you
freak.
if you would have lost your smell, and knowing you, I guarantee you would have done it too.
Okay. Say
You would. I scratched my butt. It went like this. I
100% would.
Yeah, I was
you
like,
gotta know.
I was like,
That's
I need
the
to- I need to
ultimate
watch
test.
out now. 'Cause who knows? Just go around picking up dog poop. Like, oh wow. Like, no,
No,
that's not what I was doing.
That's the ultimate test.
Yeah, that is the ultimate test because you can't smell that.
You can't smell that. You can't smell nothing.
You're in trouble. But this is how comfortable we're going
You're
to get with
disgusting.
you, with our audience. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it.
Let's
And
go.
We went, me and Justin.
No.
No, what did you think I was
I thought you were going to say we went up to DC.
Oh, no. Maybe another time. But we have discussed on, like, do we want this to be a family-friendly thing?
We don't know.
I think we've probably blown that out of the water by now.
Well, we were thinking maybe start out as one and see what we can do, but
Honestly, I don't see kids really watching us. But
no.
if they do, I mean, please let
I don't
us...
see many people at all watching us.
Yeah, that's very true. But if there are kids watching us, please, at least under, what do you want, 16? I think 17.
Just you know your age.
Yeah, you know
if
your
you're old
age.
enough.
Please let us know if there's anybody underage watching us, so we get that idea of, like, we need
This
to
is how
watch
we
what
need
we
to act.
say,
We need to act
or
good.
act better, or do we need to go more explanation into things, like as of the politics stuff, like
Right.
what we mean. We ain't politics and stuff. I think should be up to the parents on how they need to explain that, because really school doesn't explain that very well.
Not very well at all, does it?
School doesn't really teach you about life. I mean, I never got taught how to do my taxes. And I still don't.
I did get taught how to do taxes.
You
I
did?
don't know why you didn't.
I
He was in the
I
grade
didn't
above
pay
me.
attention in school. I was more of the entertainer. Not the class
And I
clown.
was in the honors classes.
I wasn't the class clown. I was the guy to convince the class clown to do things.
Yeah.
As of like, should I run out to the field naked in the middle of the game? I'd be the guy like, do
Yeah.
it, dude.
Bet you won't.
$50.
Bet you won't.
Yeah,
Bet you
I was
won't.
the encourager. And if there wasn't anybody like that around, I would be the class clown or the entertainer.
Right.
And that's just who I am. I like to make people laugh, and yeah.
So he also paid no attention in school.
I
So
did
he doesn't
not.
really know what they taught him about.
I literally passed high school
C's
by the
get
hair of my
degrees.
dad's head, in which he's very, very bald.
There's not any.
There's rarely any. So if that tells you, no. I came out with a 3.5.
C's
But-
get degrees.
But cheating may have also been in there, or sweet talking teachers. But
Hey, man.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
What can you do?
Yeah,
When you're a charming young man, you're a charming young man. You got to use it.
oh yeah. All right. So
Well-
nerd out. I guess we kind of already done that, but there's a lot that's coming up here soon, and I would like to.
All right. Like, talking like...
Matrix.
The Matrix?
Oh, the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba.
The Book of Boba Fett.
Uh,
I'm going to be really excited for the Book of Boba Fett.
oh yeah.
I think it'll be good. I think the Matrix movies were good movies. Don't get me wrong. I didn't think they were as great as everybody says they are.
Well, see, and that's the thing.
So,
And
I don't know how
hear that.
excited I am for Matrix Reloaded.
I completely understand that, because I was also not that big on
Yeah.
The Matrix, but you gotta understand at the time that
Right.
all them effects were
They are
huge back then.
objectively. The Matrix is a great movie.
Yeah,
It just didn't connect with me.
yeah,
You know.
and that's totally understandable.
So I'm not too excited
Like-
about Matrix Reloaded for that reason.
Like that's with me with Blade, the old Blade. Like,
Yeah.
see, everybody loves the
I'm excited to
movies,
see Blade.
but I'm talking like the old ones.
Yeah,
like the
they're making
original.
a new
Yeah,
one.
yeah, they are making a new one, and I don't really agree with it. Hopefully, they have a cameo. Look, I'm okay with
Whatever.
reboots, but you need to have the original actors at least a cameo
Like
in
what
it.
they're doing with Top Gun.
Sure.
Oh, they did. Did the new Top Gun movie come out?
I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't even know they were making one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, they were making a new Top Gun, and it was like in the future, and they had everybody the same, but they were just older, and they did it like set the movie like 30 years after the original Top Gun, so everybody aged appropriately with the timeline of the
I did
movie.
not know
So I
this.
think that's fine to do it
I
like
wasn't.
that.
I'm not a huge Top Gun. I'm not a huge Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I really ain't, and I don't know why. I just never liked the movie. I'm gonna get some flack for saying this. I'm not a huge Fast and Furious person either.
Me neither.
I
They
like
just get
one,
more
two-
ridiculous
Yeah.
and awful.
Like where did Jake or what is his name? Jacob or whoever John Cena played. Where did he come from?
I don't know. I've seen like the first three, watched the fourth one, thought it was stupid.
Yeah, and wait,
Watch-
first three, are you counting Tokyo Drift?
That's Tokyo
or,
Drift, right? It's three.
It depends on how you say it. I mean, I don't count Tokyo Drift to be a Fast Furious movie at all because it was that horrible, but
Oh, I
That's
like
me.
Tokyo Drift.
really,
Anyway, so 1, 2, and Tokyo Drift, and then didn't see any for a long time. Then I saw 7, and I was like, "What the heck happened?"
yeah.
It's like not even the same thing.
I don't know if it was just because Paul Walker's not in them, but I mean, I liked 1, 2, and 3. After that,
Yeah.
I didn't even attempt to watch the fourth one. I watched a little bit of the fifth one. I'm like, this is just too much.
It's
I don't.
getting worse and worse, and
It
it's
really
bigger
is.
and bigger, and
And now they're going with side stories, like they're taking the Star Wars path of.
like the
yeah,
Hobbs
let's
and
go
Shaw
to
movie.
Yeah,
We had that conversation before.
literally on our way home from Washington D.C. had no respect for anybody around us in a Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, we were
on
just
how that would
screaming
be.
at each other in the Buffalo
Screaming.
Wild Wings.
Somehow, I mean, one thing led to another, but
It was a good time.
But yeah, the Matrix movie, I'm actually excited for it. I was so hyped. I'm going to let you know, I was so freaking hyped about this movie. Then they showed Morpheus. And I instantly said, well,
Never mind.
never mind. You ain't going to... I understand if you have most of them in there. You have to have the main characters in there.
Right.
The original actors. I understand the guy may be 70 years old, but CGI has come a long way, I believe.
I mean, yeah, did you see the Captain Marvel movie? They made Samuel L. Jackson look good.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
I mean,
no
learn
excuse
dirt.
why they couldn't have had him in there. And this new actor or whoever he is may be good,
Right.
but I'm not going to connect with him because
No, 'cause it's not
I've
who you
watched the
like. It's not who
original.
you like.
It's not who.
It's not Morpheus.
Yeah, because with a character, it's not just the character you relate to and have that relationship with. It's the actor as well. Like,
Right.
you really think Nick Fury would be as big if Samuel L. Jackson wouldn't do it?
No, they literally changed Nick Fury in the comics to look like Samuel L. Jackson.
Exactly.
Like-
no one. That's not going to work.
It's like if you ask somebody older who Superman is, they're gonna say Christopher Reeves,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But you get somebody younger and they say like Henry Cavill. They're
Yeah.
like, that's not super. Like that's
Yeah,
the current Superman.
Yeah,
but
it's
that's
current
not.
Super- yeah.
That's not Superman for a lot
And
of
then
people.
if they ask Oh, who's Batman? You get like 80 other answers
Yeah, you get
because
80
there's
answers,
80
but it's
other.
based on who you were. Like when I mean, my Batman is Christian Bale. Like Christian Bale's
Yeah.
Batman
Yeah.
to me, and a lot of people it's Michael
And see,
Keaton.
that is
The real old ones they got.
that
Adam
is
West.
the difference between me and you. Because see, like I said, my family is a huge TV movie, so I actually grew up on Adam
The
Adam West.
show. I love the
And-
Adam West Batman.
Yeah,
It's
and
awesome.
but
Campy.
the movie wise, Michael Keaton was my Batman.
right.
He made 2 or 3. I can't remember. I'm gonna.
2.
I think 2.
Michael Keaton did 2.
And I grew up watching that all the time, and they're so good. Even today, they're really good.
They're good movies. They're
the suit is just awesome.
they're stand-up movies.
Where does he get? And oh,
The Jack Nicholson
Jack
Joker.
Nicholson.
Such a good
I
Joker.
understand.
So good.
Yes, and I'm gonna say this right now: Jack Nicholson is the best out of the character, not out of the era. The character. And the reason I say that is because that man, for some reason, was born to play a maniac.
Oh, so good. Way too good at it.
Every, I don't think there's a character he doesn't have who hasn't played.
Isn't a little crazy.
Isn't a little crazy,
And he's perfect at it.
and to have him and Michael Keaton together was just awesome.
Yeah.
And I hope that Jack Nicholson will at least appear in.
Like some kind of in the Batman.
No, like in the Spider-Man movie. Can you imagine? No, hear me out. Hear me out. So,
We're crossing universes here, bud.
Well, they have Michael Keaton doing, what's his name? Buzzard?
Oh, that's true.
I always get this mixed up.
The Vulture.
Vulture, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him,
not Jack
running
Nicholson playing the
Yeah,
Joker.
I mean,
playing somebody else.
they run into each other at a.
Funny.
Oh my gosh! I guarantee you, everybody would get on their feet.
That would be so funny.
To people who's actually seen that would be because Michael Keaton played Batman, and now he's playing with another guy with wings. I mean, it's just,
yeah, it's perfect.
Oh.
It's perfect.
But speaking of that, so the new Spider-Man movie.
I'm so excited. I'm scared
And
because I'm so excited, but I'm so excited.
dude, and I'm gonna bum you out. This is gonna make me cry almost, but this is gonna be the best Spider movie ever.
It is going to be so good.
And
Even
guess
if
what?
the other two don't show up.
And guess what?
What?
Stan Lee ain't gonna be a part of it.
I know. And
That man was
is
known
not
for
gonna
being
see
in
this.
Spider-Man, and he
Yeah.
ain't gonna be in the
And
most
he's-
ultimate one that's
He's
had.
with everything that he started.
And look,
I hope they make it like a tribute to Stan Lee.
Oh.
Like at the end when they say "in loving memory of" whatever.
And that's the
Forgive
thing
Stan
too.
Lee.
Like, I understand there's a respect thing, but that man wanted his legacy to move. Like that's why he was in every movie.
Right.
I think they should use CGI or even a poster in the background would do it.
Right.
Have him in every freaking movie.
Right.
I think would. And there's a lot of
or some kind of reference to him.
like I said, a poster on the wall would do it.
Right,
Everybody would go nuts right now if there was a poster on the wall.
Right.
I think they should, and they use CGI in the end game. I think they should do that with this new Spider-Man movie. I'm praying that they would do something for this because this is too big of a movie not to have him in.
I don't know. I think it's a little weird when they do that.
The
like
CGI?
They did it, when they CGI a dead person. Like they did it with
Well, they didn't do that in Endgame, but they made him look younger.
Right. But they do they did that with Carrie Fisher.
They CGI.
They used footage that they had already had done from other movies and kind of like splice it together. But it's weird. And I'm glad I got to see, Princess Leia one more time. You know what I mean? but it's weird seeing a dead
I
person
understand.
on
Yeah,
screen.
I do understand that.
Especially when I'm
But
watching
this-
the movie in theaters.
But again, he is way too well known. He is already set. He had made his path way too wide for that.
Right.
For this caliber of a movie, him
Right.
not to be in it. From the old, I mean, I think the oldest thing that he has been in was in the original Bill Bixby's Hulk
Oh yeah,
episode when he was in court.
yeah.
That was his first all-time Marvel
right.
appearance.
And then he started showing up in everything.
And that was in 1987 or 83, I believe.
Old.
Old. Like, we're talking almost, actually almost
my
40
age.
years ago.
Yeah.
And so he's been into every Marvel, even the cartoons he's been
Yeah. Right.
in. That path is so freaking wide, dude. I cannot believe they have not. Again, let's see. He was in Captain Marvel. Was that the last one he was in? I believe that was the last one he was in.
Who was he in Captain Marvel?
He was on the subway. Remember when he was fighting?
That's right.
And he was learning his lines.
yeah. He was on this. That might have been the last one.
I think so, because after that, I think it was.
Well, because how did stuff come out? It came out.
It went in-game Captain Marvel.
Or Infinity War, Captain Marvel, Endgame, right?
Yeah, that's right. So wait, so Endgame would have been the last one.
Am I stupid? Where was he in Endgame?
So they go back into. Hopefully, we don't get copyrighted for even saying this. But
This is fine.
okay. Whenever when Tony and Steve mess up, they're like, "I know where we're going," and they go back to the base. Well, he's the one driving the car that says, "Make love, not war, brother."
That's right. Yeah, that's the last one he's in.
Yeah.
Because after that, the next one that came
Yeah,
out was
because he
Spider-Man
died. Yeah, because
Homecoming.
I do remember this because I took Chase to that in Austin, and I think it had happened just after he died. And I
Right,
mean,
right.
as soon as he showed up,
That's right.
that
I
theater
remember it.
exploded.
Yeah.
The first time I saw that movie twice in theaters.
I saw
the
it.
first
I
time,
think I saw it twice.
the first time, no reaction. Not even the reaction of Steve catching the hammer.
I went.
Not a I was the only one freaking out when that happened because I'm a nerd. But that second time, I guess they filled up with nerds just like
Yeah.
me, and I mean, it was ecstatic. Everything. I mean, it was.
I saw the premiere of it, and everybody in our theater stood up and clapped.
Oh yeah,
like 3 or 4 times. It was crazy.
so
Everybody's cheering.
I believe that
screaming.
was the last one he was in.
Yeah, because he wasn't in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
So yeah,
Well,
Homecoming. Yeah, he was.
or Far From Home.
Okay, yeah. I don't think he was either. I don't even.
No, I don't
so,
think he
but that's the
was.
thing. I'm gonna shoot my shot. Marvel, if you're ever listening, please put a picture
Of Stan Lee on the
of
wall.
Stan Lee on a wall.
That's it. That's all I want. Just
That's all we need. Is
I'd be.
that man has made too much of a path or made too much of a reputation
Yeah.
to not be in a Marvel movie.
Let him be in it.
Let him be in it.
Give it.
All right. So we went to Marvel. Let's go on to Star Wars.
Star Wars. How much time we got? What we got on time?
Dude, we've only been doing this for 30 minutes.
No.
We started at 3,
Oh, guess we did.
which is surprising. It
feel
feels
like
like
we've
we've
been
been here
talking
for
for
an
a
hour.
Which is weird because we normally talk for a lot longer than this, and it doesn't feel this long.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. You know what? We'll do this after. So, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
We've got so Disney is going to be huge in December because all this Matrix. I think Matrix and Spider-Man. I honestly think Spider-Man's going to win in the box office.
Yeah,
but
for
it's going to
sure.
be pretty freaking close. And
Ah.
I guarantee you, Spider-Man's going to be
Huge.
is going to break the record.
You think Spider-Man's going to beat Endgame?
Absolutely. You're telling me you're going to have
No.
we are going to
There's
have
no way.
Tobey Maguire.
There is no... Maybe.
We're going to have Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire. the original Octopus, and now we heard that we're getting the original Green Goblin.
Yeah.
You're telling me
I'm
we are
excited.
not going to have a big movie like that? You got to remember,
It's not beating Endgame.
That was 20 years ago.
There is no way it beats Endgame. I will put money on that.
Endgame doesn't have that record anymore, right?
What does?
Avatar.
No,
they
Endgame.
re-released Avatar, and it broke the box office again.
No, it didn't.
I promise
No,
you.
it
Look it
didn't.
up. Look
No,
it up.
didn't. I'm
They
going
released
to.
it in China and like Russia, and it completely broke it. Like I think they got above like 1 million more than Endgame. Yeah, dude, it was huge. They released it. I think it was like 8 months after Endgame had come out.
Avatar re-release 2021.
See,
Avatar passes Avengers Endgame to retake box office crown after trying to re-release. Wow, they did.
yeah.
How? Avatar is not even that good of a movie.
I didn't think so. I haven't even really seen it.
It's
But
not
it
great.
doesn't. But I think, I mean, knowing how much that cartoon of the Spideyverse or something, I didn't even
Into the
watch.
Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I didn't.
It's really good.
I didn't watch it because
It's really good.
I wasn't all that into it. But if that got so much hype and got close to the original Avengers box office, I guarantee you this movie will do it.
I don't think so.
If they don't,
I really
I
don't
guarantee
think
you
so.
it will be really freaking close.
I really don't think so.
No,
I don't think it's beating
Why
Endgame.
do you not think so?
Endgame was a whole 20 movies culmination into this one movie. Everybody was waiting on this for 20 years. 20 movies, and when it came out in 2019?
Yeah.
2019. So 11 years, 20 movies building towards this one. That was a cultural phenomenon. It really
yeah?
was.
Well, you're going
really
by
was.
that, then you're taking Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, but these aren't continuous movies building towards one
You're taking
story.
Yes, it is.
No. They did not make the old Spider-Man movies.
If you think
with an
about
intent,
it,
with intent.
If
They did
you
not make the old
think
Spider-Man
about it,
movies
though,
with intent to bring them into Tom Holland.
Spider-Man, if you think about it now, since if they bring Tobey Maguire into this, that makes Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is the first MCU character.
He would be, wouldn't he?
Isn't that crazy?
That
like it
is
used to
weird.
be Iron Man, and
That would be
it just
weird.
like
They're just like, never mind.
yeah, it's just like
Or if they bring the
oh
what came out first, X-Men 1 or Spider-Man?
no, Spider-Man did.
Okay, Spider-Man
think
was 2002. X-Men
yeah.
was I thought X-Men was 2000.
Okay, so we're talking like X-Men.
X-Men 1. When did that come out?
that's what I'm looking at.
That came out I think it was 2000. I could be way off.
You are correct.
It's 2000 and
yeah,
Spider-Man.
but that wasn't MCU, was it? That wasn't officially MCU.
No, but if they bring the X-Men in, that'll make them the oldest.
That's true.
But
oh my gosh, if they do that, it's gonna be deja vu of them doing like Days of Future Past and all that.
as much as I absolutely adore that cast of the X-Men,
Oh yeah, 100%.
like I can't see. It is hard to picture anybody else playing Hugh Jack or anybody else playing Wolverine, anybody else playing Cyclops.
and Hugh Jackman at that.
Well, yeah.
At that point,
But as much as I adore them, I don't want them in the MCU.
I don't either.
I want them to.
I don't think
recast.
it'd be a good match either.
No, I don't want. I want them to recast if they bring the X-Men in.
The X-Men are literally their own thing. They
Yeah.
have been there a long time.
I think it'd be one
Since the
thing to bring
2000s,
to
but
bring in mutants like some of the other mutants, like what they did with Wanda Maximoff, because she's a mutant in
yeah.
in
Well,
the comics. But
of course, and her
she's-
brother was an
Right.
actual X-Men character,
right?
and
They Quicksilver
but
in both
if
of them.
they go ahead and kill him off, I don't really see them bringing X-Men into it because that would really mess things up. Because
Well, but then they had the actor play Quicksilver in WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision.
And then they were like, "Oh, his name's Ralph Boner." I was like, "That's so stupid." That made me mad. I was so mad about that. So they brought Evan Peters in to be Quicksilver,
yeah,
but not be Quicksilver.
not be Quicksilver. Yeah.
That's stupid. But yeah, I don't know. It's exciting. There's a lot of exciting times for movies.
Like I said, I mean, Marvel has now opened up the doors, maybe even more doors than X-Men did.
Yeah.
Like, X-Men was exhausting, though.
It was exhausting.
Like, you didn't know where they were at in the timeline. You didn't know who was dead and who wasn't.
Who was playing who at what point.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Marvel has a better understanding of how to keep that in line.
Well, because Marvel had the plan for the cinematic universe from the beginning.
Yeah.
And you can tell watching it. There's a clear, linear thing.
Yeah.
X-Men's just like, hey, let's make this movie. Let's make this movie. Let's make this movie.
Yeah, let's... X-Men
Origins Wolverine, let's do that.
Yeah, Wolverine has bone claws all of a sudden. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with that.
Yeah, and like, so Deadpool's
I don't think that ever happened in the comics, did it?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Definitely not the originals, because really, Wolverine never... His claws were never a part of him.
Right.
In the originals. Yeah,
I don't know,
but I do like that they do make it a part of him in these movies. It works very, very well.
Yeah,
just like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I cannot wait to see that confrontation.
Yeah, when they're all in it and they're like, yeah, gotta go grab my web shooters, and he's like, you're what? And they're like, huh? He's like, yeah, I just shoot this white sticky stuff out of my wrist.
Shazam! Oh man, dude, I love
That'll be good. I hope they do. You know the meme with the 3 Spider-Men pointing at each other? I hope they get a shot at it.
Oh man,
that would, for me, that'd be hilarious.
That would break the internet.
It really would.
Far.
They're like, oh my god, they did the meme. They did the meme.
Oh my gosh. Did we get to Star Wars yet, or were we going into that? How did we get back into Marvel?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
but Star Wars,
I think will be great. The Mandalorian,
it's still gonna be good.
Oh,
I mean, it's not. It's so good.
That's the thing that a lot of people don't get. Oh, I've got to sneeze.
Bless you. Bless you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you can shut up now.
All right. I apologize because I guarantee you I won't be able to edit that out.
Like I said, we're bad.
It's not that we're bad, it's just the
learning.
The software that I'm using right now to edit is not what I know, and it's a demo version, so they're not going to allow me to do a lot of stuff. So anyways, a lot of people that get misconcepted about
interesting way to say that.
Yeah, I don't know where that even came from.
The misconceptions
about Mandalorian is everybody thinks it's about the Baby Yoda, and it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's not about that at all. That was his ultimate mission, is to return him or
get him to the Jedi.
Get him to the waypoint or whatever.
Get him to Luke. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, get him to Luke. Yeah. But now they're and I love how they carried it. And I know you didn't watch the Clone Wars.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You've gotten back into. You actually went back and watched that?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, well, I've always known that you didn't. You've never liked that.
Right.
But they go by the timeline and how they carried that into the Mandalorian, and it fits really well.
Yeah, it did.
So now they're going back to a plot that they had in that series of the Black Saber and the
the Mandalorians.
Yeah,
and the Dark Saber.
And so it's gonna be great to see how that all plays, because they never finished that storyline.
No,
they just
last time we saw
we have to leave. And
last time we saw the Dark Saber, Darth Maul had it.
Yeah. So, but then he lost it at the Battle of Ahsoka.
Oh, that's right, in the new season.
Yeah,
in the
final season. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to play all that back.
Right.
And
then how did it get to where it is?
Yeah, and I'm real interested in that because, honestly, Baby Yoda was cool,
cute. Made to sell toys.
Sure.
I loved them, don't get me wrong.
I wasn't let me be honest with you, I wasn't a really huge fan because I guess I didn't truly understand. Yoda was Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah.
There ain't no way around it.
No, it's just Yoda.
Yoda was the 1,000-year-old green dude who would whoop butt whenever he needed to.
Yeah.
And then when he was done,
only
he would
one.
use his cane and go real slowly.
Yeah.
And then I guess it just rubbed me the wrong way how they just bring his species out of nowhere, not wanting to. There were hints, of course, but they never were clear.
There was that other one on the council. There was another one of Yoda's species on the council.
That was so he wasn't the actual species. If you go and look at it, he's a hybrid or something.
Oh, okay.
He's not a true Yoda species or whatever he is.
You know what always irked me, and I know it's probably because we're younger and we grew up watching the prequels too, but a lot of people hate it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. Number 3, The Revenge of the Sith, is my favorite.
Phantom Menace is mine. So
you're an
you can
idiot.
go ahead and hate me all you want. But I do hate Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones is not my favorite, but it does have a lot of good action in it. But
I like Phantom
I know true Star Wars. You can't say that.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
whatever.
Honestly, I think the prequels are better than the new ones.
Yeah.
I couldn't get
I
honestly
think if the new ones would have had a coherent storyline and they would have kept one director throughout the three.
Here's the thing about the new ones, though. They didn't have as much action as the prequels did.
No, they didn't.
Prequels, other than, Phantom Menace didn't have that much.
But it had amazing. The battle between Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul was some of the best action in Star Wars.
Okay, but the best... Okay, so... All right, let me ask you this.
The number one lightsaber duel is Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Okay, I was about to say. That's why I love it.
But the Darth Maul one's number 2.
Okay. But a lot of people are like, you can't like... That's not the case. That's my favorite. I'm not putting the prequels in front of the old ones. No, not at all.
I'm not saying the best Star Wars movie. I'm saying my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah, exactly. The best are obviously going to be episode... The original 1, 2, and 3, which is also 4, 5, and 6.
Episode, obviously.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie.
100%.
It's objectively the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah, and honestly, the worst movie, a lot of people would say Phantom Menace.
I say
I don't even say that. And since people are wanting to bring we're going by side movies.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go with Solo.
Okay, Solo sucked.
And I haven't even really seen it.
Solo sucked. I hated it.
I'm gonna say this. I did not watch Solo, and I hate it from the moment it came out because they did not use Harrison Ford. Yeah, he's old. CGI.
He also really hates Star Wars.
Gosh, and the guy didn't even look like him. That's a thing that irritated me the most.
Solo. I really did.
And
loved Rogue One.
Hated Rogue One. Hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Hated Solo. Loved Rogue One.
The only fantastic scene out of that whole movie was the end.
When they all die? Or when Vader comes in.
Yeah, when Vader comes out and slaughters everybody. I literally got up and clapped. I'm like, finally a good part of the movie.
That was so good. I like how they redid that,
and I clapped whenever the credits came because that meant the movie was over.
I like that they redid the Vader scene. But in The Mandalorian with Luke.
Oh, yeah, I know.
the same exact hallway, like dark hallway. All you see is the lightsaber.
The thing about that, though, I didn't like how he looked like a video game character.
He looked awful.
I think he looked worse than what he did in Force Unleashed games. He
looked so bad.
Out of all the good characters that have come out of CGI here in the past
missed
10
the mark
years,
on that one.
They messed up. I don't know if maybe they were in a rush or what.
It was
they
bad.
should have grabbed Marvel to help them out with that or something. But yeah, I'm interested in how that storyline's gonna go. And now the Book of Boba.
Book of Boba Fett.
I wonder what on earth are they gonna pull.
I don't know.
Out of their butts with. I thought his storyline.
I thought they ended it pretty good.
Being a mob,
I thought that was a great way to end it.
Yeah, and now
I really do.
So basically, this is like, how do I want to say it? Having him having a new storyline, or is like rebooting Friends.
Yeah, like, it
That
was done.
ended.
It ended
That
well.
ended. I don't think there is of my history of TV. Of knowing TV. I don't think there is a better way of ending a story with characters than what Friends did. Honestly,
Friends did really well.
they and in their, I don't know if you watched their reunion or whatever, but the woman that plays Phoebe made a real excellent point on rebooting characters, and I completely agree. And I've always had that, but she said it is like they wrapped that story up, and they put it away. It's done.
Yeah.
Rebooting characters and their stories is unwrapping it and not knowing what to
Right.
do with it.
Yeah.
And I think that is a great
That's fantastic.
analogy with it, and that's exactly what they're doing with Boba Fett. He had a great storyline in
Yeah.
Mandalorian. Oh my gosh, I had chills whenever he was just flinging. I mean,
So
it was
good.
awesome.
Classic Boba Fett.
And I found out that's the actual actor
Yeah.
for Boba, and I was
And all the
like,
other
holy
clones, yeah.
cow. So, for them to, I'm hoping that is it a movie or is it an actual, like,
It's a
series?
show. It's a series.
Oh, no. I understand that, like, that might get you views, but at the same time, people who actually have a huge fan base of it are not, I don't think will genuinely like it, but at the same time, we need something to watch.
I am excited because it's Star Wars and Boba Fett's awesome.
It's very true, yeah.
And
I'm not saying I'm not excited
thinking-
for it. I'm just saying that's my opinion on it.
because I don't know where it's going to go, they can go wherever they want to with it. And I think that'd be pretty cool. You know, just kind of go off the walls with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what they're going to do. I hope it is. But I hope that they just go off the walls, do something crazy that nobody else expects. And you know, that's it. But I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, me too. And I'm not saying I'm very excited to watch it. Just because that there is a lot. There's really nothing to watch on TV. They just ended Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which
Oh my
I
gosh,
thought
I'm so sad they ended that.
honestly could have went another 2 seasons with.
They could have.
And then they ended it. Not only did they end it on 8 seasons, but they ended it,
on 8 seasons in a short season.
on a short season.
Yeah.
That's like
It sucks.
that 70s show
Yeah.
ending with only 10 episodes. And I don't get it. Why are shows now only having like 10? I don't think I've seen a show now that's had more than 13 shows.
Yeah, well, because they're all really long episodes now. The episodes get longer and longer.
Well, I guess that's also true. But
Make
it's
them
also
easier to
the
binge
point,
watch, too.
Yeah, and there's a point that everybody's paying for no ads now.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Right.
And I honestly think that, which is great.
I pay for
I
ads.
I love streaming. I honestly didn't even see it coming because
Me neither.
I'm a nerd, but on the forums, everybody thought that the movies and like for kids,
Right.
what we grew up with, we had VCR.
Right.
Then it went straight to DVD.
Right, right.
The next best thing that everybody was talking about was they were going to go to flash drives. And if
Right,
you
which
notice,
logically makes sense.
every TV, everything
Right,
that
they're all USB ports.
everything has a USB port.
Right.
But now, I mean, they completely skipped that step,
Yep. And they're just like,
and we're just going to go
Streaming.
streaming and internet. And I would honestly would like to have, for movie wise, I would like to have the flash drive because you don't need internet for it.
Yeah, I can
DVDs you
see
could
it.
scratch. It was, especially when DVDs were first starting out.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was
Easily.
You had to be careful. You had to hold that disc like it was the holy grail.
I remember we had a Guns N' Roses CD, and on one side, it looked like the regular like back of the CD, except it was all scratched up. So every time you'd pick it up, you'd think you scratched the heck out of it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh wait, never mind.
So here's another thing too: is like, I'm a gamer as well. I'm not a gamer like today. Kids today would blow me
They're
out
insane.
of the water.
Insane.
But if you were to
trash.
put me on a like a old like I'm talking like Mario Kart and
Yeah.
old Call of Duty like
Right.
Modern Warfare 2, I would no doubt win. Sports games, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But I had an old I still have it, a PlayStation 1. And it was NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best game. That and Slugfest, best sports games ever. But anyways, that disc, I honestly, I'll bring it in because I have it. The amount of scratches on this disc is insane, and it works flawless.
Right.
And that was every PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah.
You had a PlayStation 2 game that had one tiny scratch down it was done. You were looking around trying to figure out, oh, what do I do? Like,
right.
Because we thought games back then were expensive. I think they were what, 15, 30 bucks?
Yeah,
now they're 60.
60 at least.
And then not only that,
all the DLC that you have to get.
I have. So for PlayStation 1, I have literally, so we have a cabinet right here. Literally have a full cabinet of PlayStation 1 games.
Right.
Going to PlayStation 2, I have literally a crate of them.
Right.
PlayStation 3, I never owned a PlayStation 3, but I owned an Xbox.
You had the Xbox.
I would say probably.
You had a good amount of games of that.
I think
halfway decent.
so. What do you call the TV stand that's got?
Yeah, the entertainment center.
Entertainment center. I have probably about half of that now because that's all they. Well, not the one I have downstairs, but the original ones that came out only held like 8 gigs.
Yeah.
Which
is stupid.
But it held a lot.
It was a lot.
And a lot of them games were great.
Yeah.
And it's just mind-blowing that now I only have like maybe 5 games, and it's not because that's all I want. It's because
that's
all
a lot
it takes.
Of money.
It's all
all it takes to fill up the hard drive.
And they're not that good of games to even like the.
I have 5 games downloaded on my Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
Most of the games I've got all of the Call of Duties except for Advanced Warfare, Ghost, and Black Ops 3. And I think I deleted Modern Warfare as well, the new one.
What games do I have downloaded? I have...
But...
the new Call of Duty, not the new one, the old new one.
Okay.
Cold War.
Cold War, yep.
Cold War, I've got Minecraft.
Okay.
I got Borderlands 3.
Okay.
Borderlands 2.
Okay.
And Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 is by far the best.
Oh, 6, sorry. Because I also have Injustice 2 on there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I still play, whenever I get the chance, I still have most of my Xbox games.
Right.
That's the reason why I bought Xbox.
Right.
Because they were because PlayStation decided to be like, PlayStation was just like, you know what, we'll do it one console and that's it. They didn't even do it for 4. They only did it for 3, and it was just like, we're done. But Xbox has always had that, and that's why I always loved it. Like, I'm still able to play my Revenge of the Sith game.
Yeah, Wii did that too.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't now with the Switch because it's it's not CDs anymore on the Switch.
Dude, I want to play, Wii. But that's the thing about games today is just like there's a lot. Suppose it takes a lot, but there's not enough there.
No, not really.
I mean, I had more fun with the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games than I do with games today. And
Yeah.
it's not because I lose and not good
No.
at it. It's because they're
Nostalgia
just
plays a
genuinely
part for
not
me.
fun. Like
Yeah, I don't play video
I,
games
I
often.
play sports games now.
I
And
don't
that's
even
all
do
I
that.
play now.
I
And
don't play video games at all anymore. You know.
Yeah.
Every time I play with you.
Because life is coming about.
I mean,
but
I say that, but there's a
speaking
lot
of that, you
people-
want to play tonight?
No, I want to go home and go to sleep because I'm tired.
You got all day tomorrow to sleep. What are you talking about?
Um,
May have all week. We still don't know yet. We've got till 8:00 tonight, and
That's
then
true.
and after that, I believe it's just we're going to work.
Yeah,
But-
probably. I think we will.
Yeah, me too. Sadly, but
Yeah. All right.
I think
Well, where are we at on time?
we're at 4:05.
4:05.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's probably a good time to about end it.
Yeah. Want to make sure. So here's some things that are coming up. I'm going to do another podcast for, not necessarily for the public. It's more of a, my 5 years is coming up from being in high school. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah, you're doing it with
I'm
bees, aren't you?
Beasley, yes. And so we're going to be doing that. That's going to be pretty funny, just knowing that's all memories straight out of high school. High school was just, it was a fun time. And then, yeah, we're saying this right now. We don't know when we'll get to like remotes. Like we have city tour,
Right.
restaurant visits, mudding, and I trying, but we can possibly, I don't know, we may be too old to do this, but try and do a high school sports practice, like a football practice or something.
They might let us.
And then of course I had to do this, but like do go to the, like City Lake or something,
Right.
do a pickup game, just be completely
Yeah.
just funny and just goof around.
Yeah. Act like the Harlem Globetrotters, except miss every shot.
Absolutely, yeah. Do a couple of plugs because I've
All right,
spent
go
all
for it.
week for it. We've got a Reddit. It's called Out of the Gate, of course. All of this is going to be out of the gate. Of course, our YouTube channel.
Wait, we have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh, news to me.
You subscribed. Surprisingly, we have 3 subscribers. And I don't even know
Who are
where
the
they.
other two?
I don't know. They won't tell me.
Huh.
Yeah,
Look at us go.
it told me that you did though, but I don't know who the other 2 are. It ain't me. My account hasn't even subscribed to it yet. But
So, anyways, what other
Anyways.
accounts do we have?
what?
Tell them what other accounts we have.
What other accounts? I'm currently I don't know if we want to do a Facebook just because that's a little cliche. I
Yeah.
think Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit's a little bit easier because we get a whole page that's just for us,
Right.
and it's a little bit easier to vote on things and
Yes.
get people's opinions on things. As of Facebook, oh my gosh, you've got to
Yeah.
scroll and scroll. With Reddit, what I like about it is that people can actually, the more likes that like somebody says
Right,
something,
jumps up higher. Yeah.
moves up, and we get to
It's
see
most
that.
relevant.
So the best idea that everybody else likes,
We'll
we
see.
get to see,
Yeah.
and we don't have to like, oh,
Scroll through
yeah,
and
and
scroll
like
through,
4 episodes later, well, there's a great idea that somebody said, and
Yeah.
oh well, shoot, I didn't see that.
Right.
Like that's what I love about Reddit, and that's why that was the first thing I made, even before I made the YouTube
Yeah.
channel. It was
I think
Reddit.
Reddit's good.
so Reddit, Google, and let me look. Yeah, those are the only ones that we have right now. Don't really count on Facebook
No.
or Twitter. I
No, we're
don't
not
really
looking at
use.
Twitter.
Yeah,
We might make an Instagram.
really.
Yeah. I think an Instagram would be a decent one.
That
for
was the
us.
last thing I was going to expect him to say.
We'll make an
I
Instagram.
even counted MySpace in front of Instagram, and MySpace doesn't even count. It doesn't even exist.
Let's make a MySpace account.
Oh my gosh!
Uh,
All right, so I'm Max,
I'm Justin.
and this was Out of the Gate. Hope you all liked it. This is the pilot.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, see you all next week.